Hey, I wanted to bring you a video with Daniel Penny, and he made a statement on Twitter telling people about what was going on in his mind the day that the incident happened with Jordan Neely. He's talking about what was going on in his head, and also he's talking about what happened and what Jordan Neely was doing. And again, we got to understand that if Daniel Penny were black, none of this would have mattered. Again, we wouldn't have cared one way or another if Daniel Penny were black. He is being demonized because of the color of his skin. This is all being, the fans are being flamed of racism, where racism does not exist. This is all being made about race. Again, Daniel Penny was neutralizing a threat. Again, he did not try to kill this man. He was not meaning to kill this man. He was trying to stop a man that was threatening everyone on that train, including mostly people of color. And again, he was trying to neutralize that threat. And the person passed away, unfortunately. And the thing is, man, people wouldn't have cared one way or another if Daniel Penny were black. But because he's white, everyone cares. Everyone cares. It's all about skin color. It's all about race. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks.
Subway multiple times a day. In this instance, I was coming from school. I got out of class around 2:15, and I took I was at J Street Metro Tech, took the Uptown F train. At 2nd Avenue, a man came on, stumbled on. He appeared to be on drugs. The doors closed, and he ripped his jacket off and threw it at the people sitting down to my left. I was listening to music at the time, and he was yelling, so I took my headphones out to hear what he was yelling. And the three main threats that he repeated over and over was, "I'm going to kill you, I'm prepared to go to jail for life, and I'm willing to die." You know, this was a scary situation, but still. Some people say that I was holding on to Mr. Neely for 15 minutes. This is not true. I mean, between stops is only a couple minutes. So the whole interaction lasted less than 5 minutes. Some people say I was trying to choke him to death, which is also not true. I was trying to restrain him. You can see in the video, there's a clear rise and fall of his chest, indicating that he's breathing. I'm trying to restrain him from him being able to carry out the threats. And then some people say that this was about race, which is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't see a black man threatening passengers. I saw a man threatening passengers, a lot of whom were people of color. The man who helped restrain Mr. Neely was a person of color. And then a few days after the incident, I read in the papers that a woman of color came out and called me a hero. I don't believe that I'm a hero, but she was one of those people that I was trying to protect. We were all scared. Mr. Neely was yelling in these passengers' faces, and they looked terrified. The reason why there was no video at the start of the altercation was because people were too afraid getting away from him, and the videos didn't start until they saw that situation was under control. I knew I had to act, and I acted in a way that would protect the other passengers, protect myself, and protect Mr. Neely. I used this hold to restrain him, and I did this by leaving my hand on top of his head to control his body. You can see in the video there's a clear rise and fall of his chest, indicating that he was still breathing. And I'm calibrating my grip based on the force that he's exerting. And I was trying to keep him on the ground until the police came. I was praying that the police would come and take this situation over. I didn't want to be put in that situation, but I couldn't just sit still and let him carry out these threats.
Yeah, but you know what, guys, man? I don't think we would have heard about this at all. Again, if Daniel Penny would have been black. I don't think so. I think the only reason we heard about this is because he's white. That's it. You know, the thing is, man, I was in a similar type situation. Not exactly the same, but in a similar type situation years ago. And when you're in a situation similar to that, again, you kind of assess the situation. You make a choice of whether or not you're going to do something or whether or not you're going to step back. You make the choice, or you think you do. But in my situation, I almost felt like I didn't fully make a choice. It was kind of made for me, if that makes sense. Again, you feel like, okay, I'm being threatened. I got to step forward. Others are being threatened. I got to step forward. And you do what you feel like you have to do to neutralize that threat. Not to kill someone. Your objective is not to kill anyone. Your objective is to make sure that you and others are safe. That is it. Nothing else. So I feel, again, I was not there, but I think that Daniel Penny was doing what he felt to be correct. Again, was he trying to kill the man? No, of course not. Again, he was adjusting his grip as he felt necessary because of what Jordan Neely was doing. Again, you adjust the force that you apply to the situation based upon whether or not you feel the person is still a threat. That's what you do. But again, this entire thing is based upon race in the media. Again, in public opinion, it's all based upon race. But if Daniel Penny would have been black, you wouldn't have heard about this. Or the only reason you possibly would have is if they could have used him as to be look guys, man, look at the black man, the brave black man that stood up. Possibly. But I don't think, again, you had heard of this at all if Daniel Penny would have been black. But hey guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a